Hi, this is, I'm Vincent Mantia, and I'd like to talk about vibrato. This is a workshop for vibrato, and if you want a really beautiful vibrato, right, so that's the beginning of the Violoncello. Very wide, fast vibrato, very expressive, plaintive, sad, however you want to describe that. And then we get to that part up high where the E flat is piano, a little less, but still plaintive. And there are other shades of vibrato, other ways that we use a vibrato. For instance, later in the piece, okay, so there's a different vibrato, slower, sweeter, rather than like the beginning. That would be the wrong vibrato. It would be bad taste. We want these contrasts, and throughout the piece, those are two the main vibratos. In between, there's and it's a little different vibrato. It's kind of, we're sort of halfway in between expressively. We don't want to give it away too soon. There's a little bit of a crescendo going up and drawing away and drawing up to here, top of the line. So we have these three shades of vibrato that we're using. First thing, you want a beautiful vibrato. It takes a lot of work. What is vibrato? Well, first thing you have to have for a good vibrato is a substructure. What's your substructure? Substructure is floating arm unit. Right, your arm unit, when you vibrate and with the bow and using the bow too, has to be as if you're floating on waves in the ocean. This kind of, some people like to call it chicken wings, but it's relaxed. It's held relaxed. You have to build up the strength because it's coming from the back. That's what's holding up your whole arm and giving your hand and your fingers the freedom to balance and create a relaxed vibrato, but all different shades of vibrato that you can use for music. And then what else do we have? We have vibrato itself is a throwing motion. It's this throwing motion, and it's a reduction of throwing a football, throwing a ball, and we're narrowing that motion, that throwing motion, to where we come to balancing the weight on a finger. So I like to have my students shift very early on from first position you can feel this curve. It's very easy to find. And it gets you moving, this throwing motion, which is later going to become a very nice natural vibrato. But if you stay in one place all the time, first position, whatever, and you don't move, then you don't cultivate that motion, that relaxed motion. And some people, got their arms pulling down on the violin or the cello, for instance. But, okay, so, and what's vibrato? Vibrato is you've got to have a solid core pitch, first of all. Many great teachers I studied with talk about before you vibrate, you've got to make sure whatever piece you're playing, whatever music you're playing, doesn't matter, beginner, advanced, is your core pitch has got to be right on. Because vibrato is putting a note in and out of tune. It's oscillations, right? This, what the English used to call a shake. But it happens within the note, within each bow. For instance, I can count the oscillations. Right? Because I want to control every finger, each finger, and have each finger capable of matching what the other fingers do. Then I can shape the line and the phrasing because I have this control. Each finger is independent. And we have this nice floating arm allowing the weight to flow into your fingers on the string, right? So you're not really pressing, right? When you play fast, it's not pressing, it's relaxation, and it's coming from the knuckles. So vibrato is putting the note in and out of tune, it's oscillations, and there's a lot of different ways to practice vibrato. A lot of people have said to me, oh, you have a beautiful vibrato, some stand partners and people. But why? It's because I spent a heck of a lot of time practicing vibrato, learning from different people. I started out with a more or less natural vibrato, but then I gathered up all these different ways of improving it and being able to use it to shape music the way I want to have it shaped. Right? That's a sweet, flowing kind of vibrato. That's what we want there. But this is different. I wouldn't use that for the swan, right? But so this motion, a lot of teachers and people do this. I'm just touching the string. To get this kind of flowing, throwing motion. When you narrow it, you get a nice vibrato. And if your arm is relaxed enough, my teacher used to say, Arthur Alton, great teacher, to say, you should feel your lower arm here shake like jelly, right? This kind of, because it's relaxed, it's loose, and it's got strength. These big muscles have strength, and they're holding up what's going on with these smaller hand, forearm, fingers, allowing you to just drop that weight into the string in a relaxed way. You're not pushing it. Okay, that's the beginning of my vibrato workshop. If you liked it, I hope you got something out of it. These are just hints to help people improve. And I'll be doing some more sequences, some more videos on vibrato, which is a very, it's an ornament, but it's an ornament vibrato is an ornament we use tastefully to shape the phrasing and shape the different types of music and express what the composer wants, or at least what we interpret to think that the composer wants. And there are many ways to do that, like to talk about. Also, when we shift in the next videos that I'll do, what happens when we shift with vibrato from one note to the other, and what happens with the bow, and the different kinds of vibrato. We can choose tastefully whether we want to hear a shift, don't want to hear a shift, how we time our vibrato when shifting and moving around on the cello. And so anyway, if this was helpful, and I hope you'll like it and come back for some more videos on troubleshooting and tips for your cello playing, to improve your cello playing. I also have a daughter who is suffering from long COVID. Her name is Vincent Mantia, and I'll either put a link or you can go to her GoFundMe fundraiser page, and I'm also putting these videos up to help you. But also, if you'd like to donate and help my daughter, because she ran up a lot of bills. She had seizures and things from COVID, and things which aren't covered by medical benefits. So if you go to visit Juliet Mantia, Mantia, her fundraiser on the GoFundMe website, I hope you'll give something and help her out, and I'd appreciate it. And it'll help me have yet another motivation to make more of these videos to help people in many different other aspects of cello technique for beginners and anybody really at any level that can use it. How to choose bows, how to choose instruments, different aspects of the technique, some marvelous ways you can practice, and that a lot of people maybe haven't thought of. So thank you, and I hope to see you again. And click, and as I said, if you can help, please help. Thank you. Bye.